Hey there, and welcome into Reimagining the Consumer Journey, a new way for what I call the new economy, something I teach all over the world, and I am so excited to be bringing a three-part series your way that's going to dive into some amazing, amazing stuff. So let's talk first about what is the new economy. What do I go around the world teaching business owners that are in the people business, which all of you are. You are in hospitality, in sales, in communication, and beyond. So what is the new economy? Well, very first thing is according to Forbes, we are bombarded with more than 10,000 marketing messages on any given day. This is crazy. And what this means is that you, your team, and the person that you want to buy from you are all distracted, as well as the people that have bought from you. Ever wonder why patient compliance is at all-time, or patient non-compliance, that is at all-time highs? It's part of this new economy. How do we get people, how do we speak to people to where we can capture their focus, capture their attention over the $6,000 flat screen TV, $7,000 family vacation, right? Nobody thinks those are expensive. Sometimes they think orthodontics is expensive because they value those other things more. How do we capture the value proposition? How do we capture their focus, their attention, et cetera, et cetera? We're going to be teaching cool ways in this series exactly how to do it. Now, kind of sad for you, a little bit of a sad, bad news stat for you, but according to Microsoft, and this is a big reason that Forbes marketing message thing that I just talked about, a big thing about that is it's caused this. Right? We are now dumber than a goldfish. Sorry to bring the bad news to you, but our attention span is now less than a goldfish. And a lot of that has to do with those 10,000 marketing messages. All right. We're going to teach you things around this stat as well, and how to convert at higher levels because of it. Now, some video statistics for you. YouTube, second largest search engine, will surpass Google in 3 years or under. 51% of Gen Z women find their information via video search on TikTok. 1 minute of video is now equivalent of 1.8 million words. Look, we live in a video society, but so many businesses, restaurants, hotels, your practice, underutilize video marketing, and they do it in a way, or we're going to teach you in a way that's going to lower your no-shows. It's going to increase patient compliance. It's going to reduce appointment time. Some amazing, amazing things we're going to show you with video marketing and how you can use YouTube to completely transform it all and really capture people with these statistics. Now, people value convenience over other factors, and they're willing to pay higher prices for it. We're going to teach you some really cool things during this three-part series on how to be more convenient. All right, look, a lot of people-first businesses, Amazon, the list goes on and on. They are successful. Uber, they are successful because of their convenience, not because they're better or they have better products. Convenience. All right. So there's some cool ways your practice can look at these famous people businesses and say, hey, we can use that too. We're going to be talking about that in this three-part series. Now, a couple ones that really are the foundation of why I founded this company 12 years ago as it stands as I do this video today is people call upwards of 5 practices before deciding which to visit. This means your receptionist has an equal to greater impact than your treatment coordinator on conversion. This is why we teach that the receptionist is the new treatment coordinator in this new economy. And if nothing else, look at this stat. New patient call conversion has dropped to 62% in the industry. That means that for every 100 incoming new patient calls, your practice drops 38. Now, of course, this isn't every practice. Some drop 20, some drop 50, but 38% are being missed. Now, this is pain that you don't feel, right? Invisalign sucks that lab bill out of your account. You're always looking for ways to improve that, right? But this is money that never went into your account. And as an entrepreneur that teaches entrepreneurs all over the world, this is the pain that we must solve, okay, is the ones we can't put our finger on. Look what this equates to. If you use a $6,000 average case fee, you multiply that times 38 new patients lost, you're at $228,000 per 100 incoming new patient calls. If you then do actual revenue with a practice that converts at 70%, it's $159,000 lost per 100 new patient calls, right? Plus the referrals. And that's the mindset that I teach, the infinite mindset. Is that those numbers, that's not the real story. It's the loss of their brother, his friend, and his 3 sisters. That's the true loss, right? So the real loss here, you can't even put your finger on. Now, People enter 3 or more practices before making a buying decision. Again, are we placing more value than those other practices? Are we placing more value than the other places people can spend the money, like, again, the $6,000 flat screen TV and beyond, right? You're going to learn some really, really cool things in this series about how to convert these people at higher dollar, right? But we have a major new patient no-show problem in the industry. Every practice does. The biggest problem I see with no-shows is practices don't track it. Right? It's a little bit of a manual tracking system. A lot of times management softwares don't, for whatever reason. Every practice out there has at least 3 a month, right? Now, you may get 1 this month and 7 next month, but it's going to average the 3 or more in a calendar year. You take that over 5 calendar years, and you're at 180 new patients that no-showed you. That's $1,080,000 and 5 years of lost revenue. And again, using that treatment conversion at 70%, that's $756,000 that never went into your account that should have, right? And I'm going to show you in this series how to reduce these no-shows and get more at-bats, get more opportunities, all right? Now, the foundation of New Patient Group and why I founded this is this stat that you're now looking at, is that 91% of people surveyed said they would choose and or remain with a business because of the experience, not because of how good the products or services. Now, this does not mean you can be a bad chef and win. This does not mean you can be a bad orthodontist and still win. But it does mean that the experience trumps the product. And I believe in the vision of New Patient Group is companies at their finest place their employee and their customer experiences ahead of whatever it is they're selling, their product, their service, etc. And when you do that, you become famous. That is exactly how Apple views it, and it's why they're famous, as well as a lot of other famous companies. We are going to teach you some amazing, amazing things around experience that will blow your mind in this series, all right? Hey, everybody, my name is Brian Wright. I look forward to this upcoming series with you. I am the founder and CEO of New Patient Group and also Right Chat. I am faculty for Align Technology. If you're a podcast listener, make sure to check out my podcast, the New Patient Group podcast. As I do this video today, we're about to be entering in season 8 of the podcast. I've been called Marcus Lemonis from The Profit, the Shark Tank team by Dr. Stacy Frankowitz, the great Stephanie Solomon, a former treatment coordinator that now works for us, calls me the Tony Robbins of healthcare. I am a motivational speaker that speaks all over the world, and I speak to a lot of different entrepreneurs. Our niche happens to be orthodontics. It's really cool, right? I've been featured in Dental Economics. I've been featured in Forbes, CNBC, and the National Journal. I've had over 22 companies, and I am a serial entrepreneur, and I love it. I love helping people. And what we're going to be bringing to the table is what you see here. I am an expert in it, renowned all over the world. Companies hire me to come in and speak to organizations, and these are the skill sets that we found a niche inside orthodontics, right? Leadership, how to be a better leader to create a culture of success. Hospitality, which is a very misunderstood word. Hospitality does not mean nice. That's one ingredient to hospitality, but there's thousands upon thousands of ingredients in it, and one of those is being great at sales. And all that means is being a great educator. I'm going to teach you some really unique ways how to educate differently to get people to focus on you, capture their attention, and buy from you. One of the ways we're going to teach that is teaching you some really cool consumer psychology principles. All right, going to blow you away with some of the terminologies and how to use it to enhance the experience, but also drive sales in your favor in the same way. Right? Also, better communication, presentation, verbiage skills. These are the things that we bring with New Patient Group to the table that we teach businesses all over the world. And we're going to bring those and teach you those skill sets and how to apply them to every aspect of the consumer journey so you can break the mode of normal, all right? Part 1 is going to be about leadership and culture. We're always going to kick that off just like we do with New Patient Group, because no matter how good you think you are at leadership and your culture, can always be better. We're going to teach you some really, really cool things around life, career. It's going to be a great one for the team to join, right? And ultimately to drive your culture and the business forward. It's going to be amazing part 1 of the series. That's going to set us up for success as we dive into digital marketing, the new patient phone call, and then also what we call pre-arrival. That's after the call and before they show up. How can we reinvent all of these to reduce no-shows, enhance conversion. This is called persuasion. And how do we prime the consumer to view us in a very specific way to set them up psychologically to come in, buy day one and at a higher price? Going to teach you some really cool things there. Going to dive into overcoming price inquiries on the phone, teach you a brand new way of doing it. How to use video marketing to reduce your no-shows, get people psychologically prepared to come buy from you, right? So we're going to use digital marketing to people that have already scheduled. That's going to reduce the no-shows. We're going to set our YouTube channel up in a way that drives more people to it, which is going to be a backdoor play to enhance your search results, and you're going to get more new patients because of it, right? Work smarter, not harder. You're going to love it. Then part 3 is going to dive into, now they're arriving and they're coming into our doors. How can we greet them differently? How can we reimagine that front desk to be different than how it's ever been done before, right? We're going to teach some really cool digital workflow tips that are going to blow you away to enhance the exam process, all right? And then once that's done, some really cool ways to completely reimagine the financial presentation and how you have some things set up and how you may be looking at it. From there, hey, look, we're never going to be 100% on conversion. We've got to be great at pending treatment. You've got to remember, when they say, let me think about it, they also said that to 2, 3, 4, 5 other practices. So we've got to be different, got to be convenient, got to be unique, et cetera, et cetera. And I teach you how to do that, as well as some really cool OBS things that's going to blow your mind on how we're transforming OBS, all right? And when we're done, we're going to put this whole consumer journey together in this part 3, this 3-part series. It's going to be amazing. It's going to kick off your year, and it's going to make you have one of your best years ever. And we're going to reimagine the consumer journey so we have the new way for a new economy. All right, let's skyrocket the culture. Let's skyrocket new patients. Let's skyrocket starts, patient compliance, revenue, and beyond. All right, and welcome to the Employee and Patient Experience Company, New Patient Group. It's going to be an awesome series. Can't wait to see you there. Bye-bye, everybody.